we're focused on it. I focused on it myself, and I know I've always been good in the playoffs about the penalties, but at the same time, I don't think the refs are, calling it the same way as in the regular season. Sometimes, they call me for no reason, and now they've been really good. So the refereeing's been part of it, but yeah, I'm focused about it. And
I was going to ask you about Game 3 and whether you thought that it was called a little more loose in the first couple of games, because it seemed that they let you guys go a little bit more, and they had a good sense of the flow of the game.
I don't think it was called any looser. You really look at it, the biggest difference, and I think supervisor told the referees on both teams that there's no interference allowed like there was in the first two games, and that was the difference. Detroit couldn't hold us up, and that made the difference. We got in the forecheck and created some chances that way, and I'm sure that's going to be called the rest of the series like that. So just have to be focused about it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So, first 3 series, you went from rival to a more intense rival to a more intense rival, and then you play a team that you have no history with. Do you think this team needed a couple of games to get it back to the level of intensity?
I don't think it really makes a difference. You're playing for the Stanley Cup, and that should be a big enough motivator. But I think the biggest thing I think we learned in the last game, and compared to the first 2 games, and when we play as a team, all 5 guys on the ice, when they play together and you execute the game plan, we're going to be a tough team to beat. We got so much skill, but if we're trying to do it one guy at a time, doing whatever out there, not executing the game plan, we're not going to be good. And we prove it time after time, and it's pretty obvious now that we have to keep building on it and be better in the fourth.
Jarko, how do you duplicate that same kind of level of desperation that obviously 2-0-2 on it, still you don't want to have that third win for them, so how do you bring it again?
I think we can be a lot better still. We knew that when our backs are against the walls, we're going to be good, and we execute the game plan. But we're not out of the woods. We still have to win 3 more, and the next one is huge. It's a must-win again, and I think that should be a big enough motivator.
It seemed to be the way everybody thought. There was a lot still left out there that you can improve on. What in particular, when you look back, what's the next level you can hit?
I think we just at times some reads situations, especially with the third guy not pinching, and when it's not there, and especially that happened last 5 minutes. We got a little carried away with that, but otherwise we had a fairly solid game. We just have to be better and work harder to make it more, stay out of the box maybe a little bit more, and not give them any more chances.
Does it surprise you for such a youthful group, the way that these guys kind of keep things in perspective? They don't overreact to things. They're pretty even keel at this point compared to what you would expect from a younger team.
Yeah, well, we're a really loose team, and we don't really worry too much about what happened in the past or it's going to happen in the future. And I think we're so young that we don't even realize where we're at, which is a good thing. So in the end, though, you really look at the process is the key. You just worry about the next shift and how you execute that, and the result's gonna be whatever you deserve, the way you play, and we'll see. I think the only answer is going to be tomorrow how we play.
What was this building like the other night? It seemed like that's the loudest I've ever heard it since at least the Cups back in the 90s.
No, it was loud. Intensity is picking. I mean, it's a loud building no matter what, even the regular season, but obviously playoffs and when we're playing well. I remember the one shift when Orpik had, 10 hits. He was giving some free candy, and that was entertaining. Crowd gets us louder and louder after every hit, and it was entertaining.
What do you guys, when you go out there and see all that white, is that something you even notice before the game, or are you so focused on what you're doing it doesn't even... it's loud, but you're focused. The crowd is crowd behind you, and the louder the better. But at the same time, it's not like you hear every single thing. You're focused on your own things and the stuff you do on the ice, and I think it shows in the performance, the way we play when we're really focused. How much does it? When I look particularly with that first goal, there's about 3 or 4 good shifts, and it kind of just kept building from there. The crowd kind of gets into it, and then how much does it help with when you start to create that momentum? You can just kind of feel the energy level in the entire place pick up, and it kind of.
It's huge. It's huge, especially when we got the first goal. He gave us a lot of confidence that if we play the way we played before that, we're going to have a good game. And it's like anything else. One big hit or one good defensive play, block shot. Little things like that, they carry over and they give us energy and momentum.